What's going on, YouTube? Caduceus Monkey here, and I've been having a little bit of a difficult time this past week. My mom passed away, and I thought that it would be a good opportunity for me to discuss grief, um, for good or for bad. We are going to deal with it in life, and um, everybody deals with it on a different level. On the surface, I've been handling my mom's passing a lot better than most people in the family. Um, though I only know that from an arm's length away because most of the family has closed me out of the picture at this point. Um, but that's another level of mourning. I made my bed when I moved away from Florida and walked away from everybody. And I'm not going to get into the reasons why I walked away from the family, but I have my reasons. And the little bit of family I did have left kind of washed away. And it's like right after my mom passed away, I get contacted by this person and that person, and it's odd. It's really odd. People that uh, you kind of expected was gonna hit you up, but also people uh, that you didn't think you mattered enough to even know how to get a hold of you. And that is the real shocker, and it was a few people that reached out to me that I wasn't expecting, and one of them I had to ask who the heck he was, because I really didn't have a whole lot of time around you, but it really wasn't personal. Um, it's kind of difficult because when I first dealt with the first death in my life, which was my dad in 2014 or 13, I didn't have the opportunity to grieve or feel or have a breakdown or process any of it. Um, I cooked dinner for the family that night, and my dad went to bed early, and my mom went and checked on him a half an hour later, and he was already gone. And my mom was frantic, and I had to call my oldest sister to come and help deal with the situation. We had to get the ambulance out there. My mom wouldn't let them take my dad out of the house. So I had to take her for a walk around the block while my oldest sister uh, dealt with the ambulance taking my dad out of the house. And then after the whole ordeal, there was the foreclosure on the house and me having to be there to help her with that and move to a whole nother area like 2 hours north of where they were, where my mom was staying, where I grew up. Um, And I spent like the next 8 months of my life like putting our house together and putting her life back together and putting her back together. I don't think my mom would ever pulled out of that hole from losing my dad if I wasn't there for those 8 months. Not to take credit for the happiness she had afterwards, but she would have never left her home. She would have never had another relationship with a man. She would have had no one there for her when she lost the second house. Like, it's just been a steady pace of losing people since my dad. My ex fiance Rhonda passed away within 5 months, 6 months after my dad. Um, then there was that girl Linda I was talking to in Canada for 4 years. Um, she had ovarian cancer and didn't know it until it was too late and broke up with me because she didn't want me to wind up losing her because of cancer. So she'd rather start a fight and destroy our relationship and get away from me so she can die away from me and not have that on my mind. And um, I got a hold of her like the last few days of her life and we talked and everything, and then I didn't hear from her for a couple of days, and her mom called me on her phone telling me that she passed away. I don't know. To me, um, death isn't something that I've learned to mourn. It's something I've learned to celebrate, and that might sound a little morbid. Maybe it's gonna be taken the wrong way, so I'll explain on that. Um, I cherish everybody in my life by giving all of me to everybody at all times. It's like that Dolly Parton song. Uh, don't give me my roses on my casket. Give them to me while I'm alive. That's not the actual lyrics, but that's basically the point that the song makes is um, why wait until someone's gone to celebrate them on that level? If you celebrate people to the maximum in your life while you have them, then all you have is good memories to celebrate when they're gone. And to look at it any other way is toxic thinking in my mind. Because then you want to put guilt on your mind that maybe, just maybe, if I had moved to Indiana and helped my mom out towards the end of her life, maybe she might have a couple of years left. You know, who wants that kind of weight on their head? You know, I had to go and live my life. I had to learn how to live without the assistance of my family. I had to get out of my comfort zone and I had to take on the world regardless of what dangers waited around the corner. And I had to be a man and do it. I had to do it for me. I had to do it for my family because the man that I was a child that they had to continuously come and rescue, a coward that couldn't fight his own battles. I gave up and hid in my mom's freaking house throughout most of my freaking 20s rather than going out into the world and finding me and finding a place in my life. Now I'm late in life, renting this freaking RV with a cluttered yard full of bike parts, trying to build this house trailer and my motorized trike so I can do my YouTube channels, both channels, on the road and travel and live the nomad life. Because society's just kicking my ass, yo. I just want to take my tarot cards and want to take my Bibles and my bike and my art projects and my tech, and I want to go see every inch of this country. It's better than sitting in one spot throwing away all my money to not progress my life in any kind of way just because I'm paying rent. You know, it's not fucking cheap. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being tied down here. I thrive for freedom of the road. I wanna see those landmarks that so many other YouTubers before me have went out there and experienced. And I wanna go find some that no one's ever seen or heard of. Maybe even travel across the water and freaking see other countries. At the very least, see Canada and Mexico. I mean, I don't need to get on a plane or a boat to get to either of those. But I know that everybody that mattered in my old life has either decided to move on and leave me in the dust, screwed me over and got left in the dust, or died, or have medical debilitating conditions that means they may not be around for very long. And the people in this life that I started for myself when I moved to Colorado, there's a small handful of people left. And I'm cool with that. I have learned that as much as I want to be a social creature and love on everybody, I I don't need all that in my life. It's clout, unneeded clout. Um, that might be a little ebonics or a little street for a lot of people out there, but clout is the same thing celebrities experience when uh, they can't go to the grocery store without having a camera in their face. Clout is in a simplistic way a form of fame. Um, and I just I don't want it. I thought that I wanted to be this big street savior, but I much rather be a savior to the world, taking my concepts and my way of thinking and putting them out to the world in a way that can help other people. Um, because I'm always gonna have that urge to help people. Kind of always had that urge to help people, even in my crazier days when I was pretty psychotic. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it took a lot to get where I am. I could be the next freaking Ted Dahmer. I'd probably just mix two together. I'm not quite sure. It's getting pretty late and I'm getting a little tired, so I'm gonna bring this to a point here in a few minutes and sign off for the night. Um, this may not even make it up on the Caduceus Monkey channel right away. So, to all of my Taz Flash arts or Taz Flash followers, um, please follow me on the Caduceus Monkey account. Um, I will be sharing this video over to that account as soon as I can guarantee I can get back into it. So I may as well just get into my closer because um, how tired I'm getting, and I want to be able to stay focused on the topic with you guys. So um, I took a little bit of a hiatus from the channel for the winter because just I've been trying like hell to get this channel going and get a decent schedule going and have different series and everything going on. Um, but the more I fight it, the less I achieve to do on it. So I took the winter off, take the stress load off my plate of how badly I feel like I've been failing at both channels. Um, and regroup. Um, I put in some work on my trike and my house trailer before the winter actually set in, and I've been buying up parts all winter to get back to work as soon as we're done with the random burst of snow through for the next month or two. Maybe I might not really be doing a whole lot of posts about the bike stuff for a few months still, but um, I have been the past week or two been back to sewing and doing projects of that sort. So I would like to possibly revisit my artistic end of the Taz Flash channel. Um, maybe even revisit the drawing uh, series, the teach y'all how to draw series that I was working on. Um, also, I've been on what is this again? TikTok doing guru videos. I don't know if you can call them guru videos. That's just what I've been calling them. But they're kind of like life advice videos, kind of how this video started out. Um, but only 3 minutes long. Uh, I'll be saving all those videos and patching them together into YouTube videos. That's why if you go on my TikTok, Yeah, I haven't mentioned TikTok in my videos a whole lot. Uh, at least not the ones that I intend on converting into bigger episodes for my channels on YouTube. So, like, I'm trying to get a little more organized with the two different channels and put an absolute separation between the two. This channel is this content, this channel is that content type of thing. I'm also possibly going to have two different get ups. Uh, one set of style for this channel and another style for this channel. Maybe put together an outfit for this channel and an outfit for that channel. I don't know. Maybe being in the same clothing all the time might make me look like a bum. Uh, uh, so I was thinking setting up a series of outfits for this channel and a series of outfits for this channel. So um, I believe there will be more gaming videos, um, Stone Games, and uh, the Galactic Nostalgic Gamer. I forget what the heck his freaking screen name is, and I told him it was too long. We'll never remember it. But we do intend on continuing that series, but it's a little difficult because I can't mention any names, but you got one controlling person out of the group that demands everybody play on a certain level, and it, the three people, including me, involving in that series really don't have the same gaming taste, and where those two match up on gaming, they really don't game the same kind of way, even though they play a lot of the same games. They frustrate the hell out of each other. So, um, I don't know when or how I'm gonna approach that again. I may bring it back as a solo thing when I'm better set up to do that myself, uh, and just bring them in on my videos every now and then. Uh, not very good with the conflict thing. I just That's why there's not been another video. There was no order to the live stream the last time. There was so many complications, both human complications and tech complications, that I just shut it down. It's better to shut it down and reboot it later than to continue butting your head up against the steel wall and nothing's gonna budge except for maybe a couple of brain cells and make you a little more dumber for hitting that wall some more. So um, it's kind of how a lot of things I've tried out on my channel has went. I kind of intend to get back to everything I started on my channel, but it's a little difficult. Um, so